Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and feelings on the POW token stash, and overall, I'm not really impressed by it. Like, Dr. Stevens, good character, but a lot of people have him now. Small chance of getting him. Jessie Anderson, decent 6-star character, offers a lot of defense on her rush and can heal on her active skill, so is decent for an infection counter. Elodie, she should not be here. She is not a very good character. I don't really know what she offers for this lineup. She's probably one of the weakest ones here. Xander, a commander that we have seen a lot. Everyone kind of just got Slater on the 4th of July, and I would say Slater is a better toon overall, although Xander still does have his uses. Raven is a good character. Active skill elusive to everyone on your team except for herself, and elusive prevents natural AP gain, which is so important in this game. It's a great way to counter a bunch of different attack teams and defense teams, to be honest. Now, the other items in this stash, we see Mercer cards, we see Arav cards, and we see Minerva cards. There's 2,000 Mercer cards, there's 3,000 Arav cards, and there's 4,000 Minerva cards. This is kind of interesting to me just because, like, Mercer was very, very relevant maybe 2 months ago, and now there are some very direct counters to Mercer, like Axel. Complete direct counter to him. With Arav, still a very powerful toon. You just have to watch out for Exhaust, of course. Minerva, I actually like her more as a 5-star than as an S-class because her rush is just about the same thing. Because she's an Outlast character, whenever she dies, she gains 100% AP and goes into her Outlast form, which allows her to rush, and she applies a high amount of infection, meaning it's very difficult to recover it even with a lot of healing going on. So she is actually a very effective toon as a 5-star. I'm not going to S-class mine for a long time unless I have an exorbitant number of cards. And then the rest of his stash is just trainers. I don't want to say just trainers because trainers are pretty useful in the game. We have a lot of level up events. I mean a lot. So that is helpful, but at the same time, like, is it really worth spending on? That's what it's really going to come down to, and that's a personal question. I find it interesting that the percent chance of picking up the S-class cards from each of the collections is 14% even, because there's obviously less cards with Mercer and less cards with Arav. The most cards are with Minerva, which means that they're weighted slightly heavier, like the Mercer cards, for actually being picked. And then upon completion of this POW stash, you do have the chance of picking either 3,000 Minerva cards, 1,500 Arav cards, or 1,000 Mercer cards. Now, this stash is a pay-to-play type of stash, and I just don't see the value behind this stash that much. Like, I think that if people are going to be spending enough money to finish this stash, well, they may as well just try going for, like, a big pull, like 100 pull on a new S-class character, for example. Like, in the shop, it's $7 Canadian for 200 POW tokens, which would be 2 pulls, so that's like $5 American. Based on there being 63 opens, it would cost you $162.50 American to finish the whole stash if you were to get exactly 63 tokens, but if they only sell them in even numbers, well, you might have an extra 100 tokens sitting around. Overall, I don't think that this is the best use of your money. I feel like there are better options to spend $162 on. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching and listening to my video.